And I think one of the things, and thank you for sharing that, and one of the things we have to understand that relationships, each relationship is different. So that may be the reality for some people's relationships. And then for other people's relationships, they may be being attacked and there isn't a trigger. The person who's doing the attacking is responding to something outside of the people who are within that household. And so, as people are going to get help, either individually as the person who's doing the abusing, the person who's being abused, people who are in the relationship pattern of abuse. Mary, what are some ways, as a marriage and family therapist, what are some ways or some guidance that you can provide for people to seek the appropriate type of therapy that they need?
Thank you, Dr. Walls. That is so instrumental in regards to picking or selecting the person that's going to take you through this journey, because you have to make sure that if it's a spiritual person that you're going to, if it's secular training, you have to ensure that they have a value system that has no judgment. That even if they don't believe in something, that they are going to take the perspective of neutrality, but that they truly understand the different roles that people play. They understand the trauma. They understand all the people who can be impacted between the support system, the individual, the children, your work, your community activities, like everything that surrounds you in a systemic way that is impacted by the trauma that you're experiencing from the violence in your home, that they're going to understand to empower you versus to blame you and tell you that you're wrong. Like if you hear anything that's negative, you're repeating the process in the therapeutic situation while you're supposed to be getting counseling. So when you're making the phone call, when you're doing your research online to select who that person is that you'll receive your counseling, ask them if they're familiar with dealing with trauma. Ask them if they're familiar with empowerment counseling. Empowerment counseling is something that is nationwide in regards to working with individuals who experience and sustain domestic violence. Also being sensitive to the trigger traps, because the trigger traps is like what you were talking about with the words and the actions and the things that you do, but it's so many things in the environment that set off. That is not just the interaction between someone else, but the interaction that someone has within their brain that is communicating that violence.